Welcome back to the studio, everybody. We're going to be reacting to, finally, the Avatar The Way of Water teaser trailer.
It's been so many years.
So, well, it's just been, I don't know, 78 years.
78 years?
I mean,
Feels
I've
like it.
definitely,
Well, we can talk about this. Let's watch the trailer.
let's watch it.
And then we'll talk
We'll give
after.
all kinds of thoughts afterwards. I'm excited. Let's do it. Reminiscent.
Ooh.
I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
Oh, heck
Wow.
yes.
Very cool.
All right, that score is hypnotizing.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely hypnotizing. Just,
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Beautiful.
What do you think is your first thoughts? So many
There's a lot. There's too many thoughts. Obviously, when it comes to Avatar, people are going to be talking about how it looks visually.
Yeah.
Because it was such a staple,
Mhm.
And when it came out,
Yeah.
it was mesmerizing to see. This looks so good now.
Pull this up real quick, Joshua. Check this shot out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice, because it's beach themed,
Mm-hmm.
their skin is obviously blue, but the harsh orange from the sun in the tropical environment gives it a green glow.
I think she's got a more greenish
You
skin.
think?
I think the people that live like on the coast or in the beach have more greenish skin.
You think so?
And the people that are like from the forest.
Oh, you're
see,
right.
yeah,
Look at that. She got
she's much
green.
more green.
Oh.
The people who I think are from like this coastal islandy area, I think are going to be much more green, which is super cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
very cool.
from all of the information and articles I've read about this, it's going to be more of the humans infringing on Pandora Earth.
Yeah.
And supposedly Jake and Neytiri and the family and everybody, this is set years after the first film, they actually flee to a different part of the world, which is a more tropical environment. So it's not like they're just changing scenes for the heck of it. They have some motivation, from what we understand about the story, that they're putting themselves in a tropical environment because they can no longer live in the area where they did.
And I'm curious because they one of the big things in the first movie is the trees are all connected, right? The trees are connected. The people are connected to the trees. They're connected to the forest, and they have their what did they call the trees? The spirit trees.
Ava?
Their god is Awa,
Awa.
right? But they had a name for the trees.
It's been a minute.
And but what they show of like this tropical place, the tropical trees are all intertwined. Naturally on our planet are all intertwined. I wonder if there's going to be like another kind of more tropical version of their sacred tree. I think that'd be
I'm
cool.
getting the vibe from this though that it's not. I know we know that the earth and the animals and the people are connected, just like you're saying. It seems like they're going to be dealing a lot more, obviously, with water creatures, more so than maybe the dragon style creatures that were in the first one.
which is a different type of thing because we know in the forest, right? Everything in the forest is connected.
Yes.
In the water, there's a lot more individuality.
Yeah.
But they're still connected via water.
Yes. Now, keep in mind, they took time to make sure that, I mean, they took a lot of screen time to show off that there are a lot of water creatures in this film. And just on the limited shots that they showed us, they took extra time to show all of the different variety of of creatures that are in the ocean on Pandora. And not to change the subject from that at all, but I did want to point out this shot right here. The lighting science it's not. So if we go to the end, which I will in a second, but look at these shadows and the harsh light and everything.
Yeah.
All of that's animated, like mixed with
Well,
practical.
it's there's got to be a practical
They used
element
because they used a mapping. So like they have a surface, but gosh dang it, the rest they had to morph it together.
Well, and the light,
It's just so perfect.
the light itself might be fake, but they obviously have reference.
Yeah,
they have reference from somewhere.
But it's just so incredible. Like, this is so much better looking than even the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I went back and watched the first one fairly recently, and if you look hard at it, and you're like, okay, I see these things, I notice these, little animation inconsistencies that you don't notice because everything is animated, especially when you're with the I'm blanking on the name of the people now.
The Na'vi.
The Na'vi, yeah. When you're in their world, everything is animated.
Yes.
You don't notice it quite as much. But like
that, like the skin texture, everything, even the eye texture,
right.
It's just so beautiful.
And
Goodness.
like the age, there's age in there.
I'm excited to see this. I think this might be. I think they're, as titled, teasing us with the incredible lengths that they've gone to make this just visually stunning. I do hope that the story holds up strong. At least even with the first
one.
film.
That's all you can ask.
Yeah, that's all we're asking for. But really, we're gonna be stunned either way, even if it's just visually.
Can you pull up that one where the child is swimming in the water?
Yes,
because that is
right here.
That is a.
Let me get a smile. There we go.
I'm super curious about the water.
They were actually
water,
filming, I think, underwater.
Water is incredibly hard to simulate. Well, it's not incredibly hard. It's difficult to simulate and to do very well. I mean, you can go and you can look at like Shang-Chi, for example, and look at the water is so impressive. But it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to get good water effects,
especially for effects that's supposed to be live action. Like they're mixing live action just like they did with the first one, obviously.
Yeah, this
is supposed to be real live action, just it's not.
Right.
It's so stunning, and I would be willing to bet this is probably Jake and Neytiri's
child. Yeah, could be
most likely. And then the other thing is that we probably should reference. I think it's towards the end. There's that family hug. Where is it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. They're standing in the water.
There's like a family hug, and there's the boy with the. There's the boy that has the face covering that's with them that's shooting the arrow, but we don't like right here. This guy.
Yeah, who's this guy?
I don't know. I mean, obviously he's connected with. He's obviously connected with. Now I'm forgetting the names.
The Na'vi.
But he's obviously human. So some people I think they might be theorizing this is a kid that was born on Pandora. And so
like a Tarzan type thing.
Type character maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he's he could be an adopted kid.
Very, very, very perhaps. Very much perhaps. So like this family hug right here.
He looks like he's got it's tattoos?
Yeah, tattoos for sure.
But the wild theory is that that's one of his kids
That's a bit of a stretch.
who got a lot of human DNA.
I don't think he has any. I don't think Jake has any human DNA. I think it's just
Yeah,
mental.
he does.
It's just mental.
No, he's got human DNA.
But his physical form
Has human DNA. They say it in the first movie. They mix human DNA with the DNA of the natives. He says that in the beginning.
I guess you're right.
To synthesize the avatars.
Maybe, and it could just be a big old mistake. As
Who
far
knows?
as like just genetics go, we'll see.
But the argument is that like, oh no, that's not how genetics works.
Yeah.
But this is an alien species.
Yeah.
And there's weird, crazy science going on. We don't know how it works. If they
Yeah.
say he's got a more human-looking son,
Then he do.
then he do.
He do. That's all the thoughts we're gonna share right now. We'll probably share a lot more thoughts along the way.
That thing. I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
We'll probably share a lot more thoughts along the way on the Wiseworks podcast. You can check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or here on YouTube. So go subscribe over there or follow us and keep up with our more extended thoughts on our podcast content. Let us know in the comments what you thought when you first watched this trailer. How excited were you? And maybe some theories that you have that we haven't mentioned in this video. Love to hear that. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys in the very next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.